in. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is me, Iain Lee. Going to watch an episode of the 11 o'clock show. Let me just make sure everybody is in. The whole streaming thing is working. It's been a while, hasn't it? Since I've done a solo stream. Well, that's working. Let's just go on to the old Twitch. Twitch. Yeah, we're going to go have a little look on Twitch, isn't it? Twitch. We're working. We're live. Paulie D, you're the first one in. Thank you. We're going to watch an episode of the 11 o'clock show. My name is Iain Lee. I was the host of the 11 o'clock show. Can I just check Paul? Because I've been playing with the audio and I'd rather I hadn't. Paul, how is the audio sounding? Am I in sync? No, I don't think I'm in sync. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 175. There we go. That should be a bit better. So is the audio sounding okay now? And am I in sync? I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I in sync? What do we reckon? Good evening, Paul. Good evening, Dean. Good evening, Paulie Paul. Paul Harding. Paul Harding? I say. I just want to check, is the Caterpillar, I just want to check the audio because I've been playing around with it and I wish I hadn't. So, am I in sync? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I in sync? If we're in sync, then we are getting straight in. Let's do it. So, my name's Iain Lee. 1998, I started hosting a show called The 11 O'Clock Show. It was September like the 18th or something, 1998. I was the third host for 6 episodes of The 11 O'Clock Show. The other 2 hosts were Brendan Burns and Fred McCauley. That lasted 2 weeks. It was a little pilot 2-week run. And then it came back, I think, in March 99, I think. I was the main host. But also in season 2, Daisy Donovan was brought on board. There had been we'd done a pilot episode where it wasn't Daisy. It was an Irish comic called Deirdre O'Kane. So there was an episode with her, and I really liked her, but the powers that be went, no, this isn't working. And Daisy, who was Harry Thompson's assistant. Harry Thompson was a legend in TV and radio broadcast. He created No, he didn't. He created They Think It's All Over, and he's the man that persuaded me to go on They Think It's All Over twice. Even though they were 2 of the worst, the first night of me on They Think It's All Over was one of the worst fucking nights of my life. But Harry was so persuasive, he got me back for a second go, and that was even worse. £5,000 a pop. Anyway, so Daisy been working with Harry. She came in and she blew everyone away. She was so good, so she was going to be the host, right? Right. The other host, the third wheel was Mackenzie Crook. Now, Mackenzie had been on telly. He had done Barking. I don't think he'd done Comedy Cafe at that point. Charlie Cheese done Comedy Cafe? Yeah, he probably had, actually. And he was in, and very quickly, they didn't know what to do with Mackenzie. So he got kind of pushed to the sidelines, and his thing then became dressing up as people. There's some great, it's not this episode, but there is a great episode where he's dressed up as the Queen Mum, one where he's dressed up as Osama bin Laden. So no one really knew what to do with him. Anyway, this is series 2, episode 1. We're all fresh. We're all excited. We're all ready and rocking and a-rolling. And it goes out. Shall we watch it? I haven't watched it. Let's see. Let's see what we've got. All of these 11 o'clock shows, by the way, that are on YouTube. There are 2 channels, both of them are mine, but the first channel we lost the login to. So there's one channel called the 11 o'clock show channel, and no one knows can't log into it. So that is lost. So I downloaded them, uploaded them to my YouTube channel. Every episode of the 11 o'clock show that is on YouTube was taped by my mum. I've got all of the VHSs. in the garage, and you can tell because she wasn't very well, and the handwriting over the VHSs gets worse and worse. They're all taped by my mum, so thank her for that. So I know someone who says, without further ado. I don't think he's being offensive, but he thinks it's without further ado. And every time he says it, I go, yeah. And a lot of people want to know why I say and. Let's not go off on too many tangents, all right? We are here to spend 45 minutes watching the 11 o'clock show, Series 2, Episode 1. I don't know what we're going to get. So we're going to have a little look. Got to work out how to do that. You can't hear me when I do that, can you? Thank you, Ian's mum. You can't hear me when I do that, so I need to... Why are you wearing a slick suit? So, do you know what, Deptford cyclists? So close to blocking you and asking you to leave the venue. So close. You've been so close for so many years. Tonight might be the night I block you. Yay fucking close. Okay, of course you can't hear me, so I'm going to go silent. I'm going to go silent for a second. Just hold. I'm going to go. Now I'm back. It's that simple. Deptford cyclist, but I like you, man. Goodbye. Mods, can we make sure that person is blocked on everything? You have been yay fucking close for 5 years. Gone. Oh. Mods, make sure that person never comes back. Feeling powerful. You can hear me, right? Can I just check you can hear this? The sound isn't great. Deal with it, kids. Here we go. I think we're going to hear Tommy Vance first. Maybe Tommy Vance doesn't do a talking bit in this. As the series went on, he would do a little talky bit. But maybe he doesn't do it here. Let's see. There's Daisy. There's Mackenzie. It's Osama bin Laden. You don't see that too often. So he must have done that in the pilot. We would have filmed at least, well, we filmed one pilot with Deirdre. We must have filmed at least one pilot with Daisy. I'd imagine we'd have done 2 or 3. Those are randos. No Tommy Vance so far. No Tommy Vance.
Please welcome the man Gordon Brown can't touch or get within 50 feet of by law. It's an injunction thing. It's TV's Iain Lee.
Well, this is interesting. That's Tommy Vance. Mackenzie and... So I am very much at this point. It changed. I am very much at this point. I am the host. Imagine that. Let me just think. So this is 1999, March. 25 years old. Was this pre 9/11? Yes. When was 9/11? Yeah, this was pre 9/11. So why was he dressed up as Osama bin Laden and naughty? Is he just dressed up? Is he dressed up specifically as bin Laden? When was bin Laden? When was bin Laden? That's the question on everybody's lips. When was bin Laden? I am the host of the show. I am 25 years old, and I'm about to step out and live the dream.
Oh, what a surprise. How lovely. How lovely to see you. Bless you. Bless you. Daisy and
I got told, can we, Nelly I know is in the room. Nelly, can you do a bless you count, please? Because I was so fucking nervous. I was shitting myself, right? And at various points in my life, I have had different nervous tics, verbal tics that come out. And at that point, it was, bless you. It was bless you, bless you, bless you. Oh, bless you, bless you, bless you. And I remember the first thing that Caroline Leddy said, who was the commissioning editor at the time, may not have been the first thing. In my head, it was the first thing she said was, you've got to stop saying bless you. And they did a really good, this is pre-recorded, right? So we would record it 7:30 till 9. Then it had to be edited to go out at 10:55 or 11:05. It never went out at 11 o'clock. So let's go back. Let's count the bless yous. Here we go.
How lovely. How lovely to see you. Bless you. Bless you. Daisy and Mackenzie, how lovely to see you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for appearing.
Fucking hell. So there's not even a monologue. Because at a later point, I would come out and do it. I'd come out and I'd do a monologue, and then Daisy would come out and do a little semi-log, and we get on. There's that. I just go and sit at the desk.
Thank you. Welcome to the 11 o'clock show on Tuesday, the 9th of March, 1999.
Now, that suit was my own suit. I bought that to go to a wedding. Went to Oxford Street, to like one of these suit sort of stores, and the guys told me it fitted. So when I went for the audition of the 11 o'clock show, I genuinely thought I got a nice fucking suit here. Genuinely, it didn't fit. It was massive, and everyone went, "He's very clever. He's very postmodern. He's come in dressed as David Byrne from the Talking Heads in his big suit. It's not making sense. This guy's interesting." No, I was just wearing what I thought was a cool suit. That was it. So that's my suit. Harry Thompson had the great idea, and I wish I'd done it. Harry Thompson was a genius, and he edited. You watch some of those early They Think It's All Over and other shows he did. He didn't worry about the picture, right? He would edit those TV shows as though they were radio. For him, the audio was the key, right? So he would edit those shows as though he was radio, and then he'd go, right, let's make the pictures work. And it's an insane way of doing it, but it's genius, and it worked. I think that was my tie as well. Anyway, right, let's crack on.
With me tonight, a typical British housewife, Daisy Donovan. And
the sound is terrible. Deal with it. Watch it. Fuck off. I don't care. They would try and dress. They were all wardrobe clothes. His clothes, Mackenzie's clothes. They were trying to style him as this kind of cool kind of nerdy guy. And I always felt sorry. Mackenzie and I, we lived together at the time, and they never quite found out what to do with Mackenzie. Did some really, really funny stuff, but I think as the series went on and he kind of got pushed more and more to the side, it became more obvious that the producers thought, we don't really want a third wheel. And they didn't know what to do with him. So it was a bit awkward as I got pushed forward and he got pushed back. Spoiler, he did all right.
Typical benefit fraudster, Mackenzie Crook. Now, have you seen ITV's new 11 o'clock news?
I should be wearing my watch. I've got my watch. It's not that funny, right, guys? So deal with it. But fuck me, I'm nervous. James says, when you were on the Comic Relief Dancing Show, wasn't one of the songs you were offered once in a lifetime by Talking Heads? Or was that because was I offered that? Or did I ask for that? I can't remember.
Of course you have, and that's why you're watching us. Bless you. But
bless you!
Don't worry, you won't miss a single scrap of news here, because every evening we on the 11 o'clock show, we bringing you all the headlines of the day in our very own special way. We call it our News Slam, and it's hosted by the 11 o'clock show's very own Tommy Vance.
Okay, so that's interesting. Does he? He won't come out, will he? No.
Tuesday, March the 9th.
Come the jokes.
And Gordon Brown lets the budget out of the bag. Some things have gone up, others have stayed the same. It's that simple.
I fucking loved the Tommy Vance bits, and he would record them generally record them behind the set before the show. And I spoke to him a bit, and I've got so many regrets. Right, first of all, this isn't going to be one. I know I used to be fuck that. Right, we're going to celebrate it. I'm not apologising for anything unless it's the Ali G one where he says the P word, in which case I apologise. But fuck it. This isn't full of regrets and remorse. This is a celebration. However, I regret not spending more time with Tommy. What a nice guy.
How will it affect the typical Brit? How will it affect Eddie Peacock?
That's funny, right? Let's find out how it affects Eddie Peacock. Eddie, if you're in, good lad.
Only one person knows. Eddie Peacock.
Eddie Peacock.
From Gordon Brown to the heir to the crown. And security has stepped up as Charles takes a trip to Argentina. He's there to honour the Argy dead. But what about our boys? No one remembers their pain, their anguish, their fight to the bitter end. Poor David Beckham. Barges to grannies on barges.
Hang on, what was it?
David Beckham. From barges to
From something argies to grannies on barges.
grannies on barges. And the River Derwent spills its watery guts all over Yorkshire. This old wrinkly's off to get some bread. Silly bat.
Dead now. Dead now. Dead now.
Why doesn't she stay indoors and keep warm? She just fancies the fireman. I wouldn't be surprised if she started the flood herself.
All right, fair play. Some of this is fucking brilliant.
From floods north of York to legs like old pork. And women are popping the pill that cures the cellulite disease.
The cellulite disease! Oh, this is a marvellous opening to the show.
Look at that! Christ, I had corned beef for lunch. Oh, that's better. Hang on, what is this? The news or Baywatch? Oh, the news.
Yes, yes, yes. Big old studio. It wasn't the biggest. We did the Christmas special in the biggest studio at London Studios. We did the Christmas special. It was massive. It was in the studio they did Blind Dating, and it was huge. It was really daunting. I don't think the Christmas show was very good actually, and I was not. It was too daunting. But this was in London Studios, and I remember. So what? I don't remember what the number was, but it was one of the smaller studios. But it was still a big studio with the audience of 350, 3 nights a week. Yeah.
Now, today was Budget Day, which was very lucky for Chancellor Gordon Brown because he chose today to deliver his new budget. Coincidence. Now, I fancy myself as a bit of a speculator, and so this morning I invested in these. I bought 20 Lambert and Butler, 4 cans of Castlemaine, and a litre of SO 4-star.
I invested. I used to like the props. What was the name? Oh, there was a prop guy and there was a prop woman, and I don't remember their names. They had so much fucking fun, so much fun. They just keep rocking up with. They were like playing all the time.
Now, from these two, I made a cool 30 pence, which I immediately spent on this. This is a leading brand of chocolate, which, for legal reasons relating to the product placement, I can't name.
That's quite a good gag. They're hiding the why, but it's not there.
Unfortunately, I lost out on a whopping 40 pence windfall on these. That's because the Chancellor laid off the booze, for once. But, bless you. But...
This was right. So this is the first time I've ever hosted a TV show. Right, so there were the 6 episodes before, but I was the 3rd person. It was Fred and Brendan that were hosting it, and I tell you how I got the. So I was just doing the Vox Pops for the first 6 episodes, and they couldn't find a third person. They had Fred and Brendan. They tried Sean Pye. They tried loads of other people, and they couldn't find the person. And I, in my youth, went, I can do it. And what? I went, yeah, I think I know what you need. I know exactly what you need. I can do it. Okay, we'll give you a go. And we did a pilot with me, and that's how I got that. And then Fred and Brendan didn't stick around. I'm not quite sure why. So suddenly I'm 25, right? Fucking hosting a comedy show on Channel 4. I am so nervous. I'm going to say it a bit stoned.
How do I know what to invest in? Well, because every year he targets exactly the same things.
I am, before anyone I'll get there first. Yeah, I'm ripping off Chris Morris. It took me, I would say in the Vox Pops as they went on, I became more myself. For a lot of it, I was ripping off Chris Morris. I have no problem saying that. It's obvious. And after the 11 o'clock show, I didn't know what people, when I got jobs, I assumed people wanted that guy that you can see there. Assume they wanted him, right? So I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what my voice was. I didn't know what they wanted. And it took me a long time. This is 99. It wasn't until about 2005 when I started at LBC that I started to work out, well, maybe I'm Rise a bit. Maybe I'm right. Maybe a bit earlier, actually.
Beer, fags, petrol. Your working class staples. Or, as we now say in classless New Britain, peasants' things.
Classless New Britain. Okay, that was obviously a thing.
So, if it's the same budget every year, how come it takes Gordon Brown 12 months to write it?
That's my Chris. 12 months to write it. That's Chris Morris. If it's the same thing every year, how comes it takes Gordon Brown 12 months to write it? That's Chris Morris.
Daisy Donovan literally has the answer.
Yes, I do. Gordon Brown's desk diary.
It's so slow, right? At the time, it felt like zip, zip, zippity, dip, zip, 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 zip.
April 1998. Only 11 months till the budget. What the hell am I going to tax? Need ideas. Well, at least I'm not gay.
Okay, there's going to be a lot of gay stuff. The 90s.
September 10th. Drove to work this morning. Past a bus stop. Everyone was smoking. Gave me a great idea. Tax buses.
That's Daisy's
September
funny.
the 11th. Not buses. Need something more like cigarettes. Got it. Fags. March the 8th. Fags and what? Rope? Fuck it. Why don't I freeze?
Everything is very slow and significantly longer than it needs to be. Don't matter. It's a great studio, isn't it? A great studio. I wish I'd nicked stuff from there.
Price of booze for a year till the millennium. That will make me more popular than Tony. The Diary of a Genius.
No, Daisy, the Diary of a Scottish Fool. Beer, fags and petrol are old hats. If you want to increase tax revenue, Gordon, get with it. Read the papers. Check out what's happening right now. Think, what's new? What are the people up to today?
Partridge, what's new?
And then slap a tax on it. The Scary Mackenzie's got a few suggestions.
The Scary Mackenzie. That's a great name.
That's right, Ian. We Brits can't...
So we're all reading autocue here, and we'd never done autocue before. Autocue's dead easy, I found. I sort of leading up to this, they would take me down to the studio and you'd have like an autocue lesson. And basically, there are words going up on the screen and there is someone at the back you don't see controlling the words. You control the speed of the words by the speed at which you talk, right? So some people think, oh, God, this guy's going up, I've got to go, but if you go faster, they go faster. If you stay at a steady pace, they will stay at the same steady pace. I always had to get them to do the words a bit bigger because I couldn't. They were always impressed because I could just read the script. I could read all. They would say, "We put something new in the auto cue. Do you need to see it?" Nah, I do it. I just do it. You'd also have lessons with earpiece, having an earpiece in. Everyone has the earpiece in their right, and I used to piss them off because I couldn't do it in my right. I'd have it in my left. Which buggered up a lot of shots because they don't want you to see it, which I don't know why. And the earpiece has two settings, open and closed. No, open and... what is it? Is it open and closed or switch? Switch. Open and switch. So open means it's open all the time and you can hear everything that's going on in the control room. I could not do that. It drove me insane. Switch meant they would press a button and go, Ian, can you just do the bit? So that's, anyway. We're back. Oh, let's play. Back, play. Here we go.
Can't seem to have a day trip to Bridlington these days without getting kidnapped. So, slap a tax on it. A 15% tax on holidays in Yemen would net an extra £60 billion.
There was, you can tell there was a load more there that was cut out.
Now, of course, the media adores Robbie Williams, so every time his gob appears in a paper, slap a tax on it. That's £74 billion. And
this is good.
Pictures of future royals with their jugs in Chris Tarrant's face would, I calculate, bring in 100 billion.
Big veins.
Yeah.
Now, if Gordon Brown would hit them instead of these, he'd claw in over £200 billion, leaving peasants like us free to enjoy the simple pleasures of life.
Yeah, boy.
Cheers. Now,
should have downed it.
It's on the news when there's a...
That's the end of that bit. Moving on to another bit.
Big story to cover. They always go straight to their resident pundit. Well, we can do that as well. We've got our very own resident pundit. He was Margaret Thatcher's press secretary for a staggering 11 years. It's Sir Bernard Ingham. Let's go to him now for his reaction to the budget. Sir Bernard, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks, Ian. How are you?
Oh, fucking hell, it's actually Sir Bernard Ingham. His bits, this wouldn't... It was Bernard Ingham. One for the kids. Guys, who have we got on the show tonight? Well, you won't believe it, got you Sir Bernard Ingham. The big eye. I imagine, and I may be proven otherwise, I imagine his bits are pre-recorded and I'm just delivering a script to a video as opposed to it being live.
Very well, thanks for asking. Now, you're in the papers yourself today, weren't you?
I'm fine, thanks, Ian. How are you?
Okay, all right. Okay.
That's fine. Obviously, you don't want to talk about it. We understand. So, Bernard, what was your reaction to today's budget, then? Tell us.
How many more cats must die before this practice is outlawed?
Sir Bernard Ingham, thank you very much.
Lawrence says in the chat, who didn't love getting back from the pub for Sir Bernard Ingham?
More incisive comment on breaking stories from Sir Bernard during the course of the show.
Look at the colour of my hair. 25. 52.
Now, according to today's Times, the newly published book, New Start Worship, billed as a worship book for the millennium, says that shopping...
Obsessed with the fucking millennium, obsessed with the Millennium Dome, which was, yeah.
...is next to godliness. What's going on? Are the churches going too far
Is Daisy
in their
going out on the
attempts to
street?
make religion relevant to the masses? Ian, lovely Ian, took to the streets this morning to try and find out.
So,
we got on really well, me and Daisy, until we didn't get on really well. And I certainly played my part. I was a dickhead, and fear and arrogance and drugs, you know, kicked in. So I can certainly think of at least one occasion when I was unpleasant to work with. And you know, and Daisy had her stuff going on. So we don't speak. We haven't spoken since the show ended. I would love to, you know, say hello to her and see how she is. I'm sure she has no interest in that. I wish her well. And she was what I'm enjoying about this already, 7 minutes in, she was fucking funny, man.
Shopping can bring people closer to God than going to church. Is this true or just complete bollocks? He's now Lord Jesus.
That coat got in a charity shop. Andrew Newman, who may even be watching this, Andrew Newman, who was one of the producers on here, then went on to be commissioning editor at Channel 4. Wonderful, wonderful career. And I owe a lot of my TV work to Andrew Newman. We went to a charity shop and bought that.
Christ, our Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ,
and he's probably out on the street filming this with me and writing the bits to camera.
master of all creation, our men must move with the times. I've come here to London to find out just what changes the church has to make to face the challenges of the 21st century. Do you believe in God?
I believe in God, yeah.
Do you believe in life after love?
Do you believe in life after love?
Yes, man! What a fucking line!
Life after love. Life after love. After love.
You can see there on the clipboard. So we would, this one, some of them were pre-recorded in advance. So we had about 5 or 6 in the bank if we needed them. But what I would do is I would come in about 8 o'clock in the morning, and the team, James Bobin, it probably would have, James Bobin, Andrew Newman, Ian Morris, Damon Beasley, those kind of people. We go through the papers. What story can we do? This, the church is saying this. We'd write a load of questions, go out and record it, film for about 2.5 hours. And then I would then go back to the studio to start rehearsal. So a lot of the studio stuff would be written by then. I didn't really write much for the studio, if anything. So I'd go back, have some lunch, and rehearse the studio stuff. James Bobin, Google him, very famous man now, would go off and edit the video. And some were shit, some were really, really good. Let's see.
Well, not really, because I've been divorced, so I ain't got like one.
Oh, really? Do you believe in life after love? One of the changes the progressive churches are looking to make is actually change the lyrics to some of the hymns.
Here we go. I like
They
this.
think of changing the words of "When I Needed."
I've seen this one, actually. I know. Get ready, guys. Get ready. It's going to get bumpy.
A neighbour, the hymn "When I Needed a Neighbour" to "When I Needed a Dealer, Were You There? Were You There? When I Needed a Reefer, Man, Were You There?"
It sounds sick, quite frankly.
Some of the churches.
AC Slater says, how much of this prose from you guys is writers and how much is presenters? In terms of the studio stuff, it's pretty much all writers, particularly at that stage. I was way too scared to ad-lib and improvise and go off script. So and they kept saying, guys, you've got to relax more. Just ad-lib, and I couldn't do it. I was terrified at that point.
Talking about finding a new Jesus, a new face for Jesus that can be instantly
Nick Faldo coming up.
identifiable with the youngsters.
We had regulars and Nick
These
Faldo
are some of
was
the
one.
suggestions they've come up with as the new Jesus. Just let me know what you think. Nick Faldo, golfing legend. Good Jesus or bad Jesus?
No, not really. No.
You may not be in this. You will see a lot of references to Weekend at Bernie's. That was a film that Charlie Skelton, I think, one of the writers, was obsessed with.
Nicky Campbell.
Nicky Campbell a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
Campbell could be a good friend.
yeah, I think so.
Very clean, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mr. T from
Very clean reference from Beatles' A Hard Day's Night.
2018. Hey, he's a bit of a wild card. This has surprised quite a lot of the members. He has pity. He has pity for poor fools. That's one of the things he's famous for.
That's a good line.
Now, we've actually got the new 10 Commandments here. These have been drawn up by one of the churches. It's new commandments
Well
and
done, props
commandments written
team.
in the language of the street. Thou shalt not bum.
Thou shalt not do the neck dance. Thou shalt not... What's that? What does that say? Thou shalt not other people. Thou shalt not... something executors. I can't read it, sir.
Not,
Thou
what do
shalt-
they mean by that?
Do you enjoy bumming? Have you ever done bumming?
We do a lot of things when we're in college, don't we?
Today we have it. The church must be prepared to change and change quickly. Otherwise, this cost cutter could become a new church, this bag of peas, the new Messiah, and this till receipt, the new Bible. This has been Iain Lee, the 11 o'clock show, London.
Ah, love it. Yeah, good gloves, right?
Here's a question for you. What are these people doing? Are they A, enjoying the countryside as God intended?
No.
B, escaping their urban hell for a moment of pastoral reflection? Or C, staring at each other's damp asses in the middle of a windy field? Oh, the answer is, in fact, they're doing all three. That's because they're ramblers, and that's what ramblers do. That photo appeared in today's Telegraph because Environment Minister Mike...
Stupot asks, with the Vox Pops, roughly what percentage of people gave you something usable on the show? Of the people that stopped? And obviously a lot wouldn't stop. It's different time now. I've done some Vox Pops recently. Back then, people were more willing. People were still very trusting. This is before Big Brother, right? So if they saw you, you know, a smart young man with a suit and a camera, they would stop and do stuff. What percentage? We got at least a line out of most of them, I think. And you wouldn't go straight in and go, oh, big cocks and fannies. You'd ask a few serious questions and then kind of get in there.
Meacher has granted them the right to roam across 4 million acres of countryside in England and Wales. But just who are these so-called ramblers?
Look, it's this.
Here's Daisy
Nerves.
with an in-depth sociological analysis.
I can pronounce it, Ian.
Oh.
Ramblers are simple folk. Men ramblers are called Jeff, and when they're not rambling, they like to collect medals. Now, girl ramblers are lovely and plump and never shave. They're a resourceful breed and can deal with a mountaintop menstruation with nothing more than a stale bun and a pair of thick socks.
We love ramblers. We appreciate everything they've done for the cagoule, and we support their right to ramble.
The cagoule.
The trouble is, for the non-rambler, they're a right pain in the nuts.
Yes.
With only 4 million acres to choose from, it won't be long before they're rambling right near you. That's why we're building them their very own homeland. It's called Rambleton.
Rambleton! Mackenzie, tell me about Rambleton.
Tell us about it, Mackenzie.
Welcome to Rambleton, the Ramblers' paradise, just off the M4 near Heathrow. And here are the Ramblers. Here they are, going past the shooting range. Whoa,
It's like the
watch
monkeys.
out. And
He's fucking brilliant, isn't he? We knew he was going to go on to great things, but did I know he'd go on to things as great as he has? Yeah, possibly, actually.
okay. On to local shop there where they can pick up their supplies, their maps, sandwiches, talcum powder for their chafed inner thighs. And on to the local pub, the Rambleton Arms there, where they might pop in if they fancy a large stiff one inside them after a hard day's rambling. Then they can go on, rest in the compost heap, where they might swap photos of their favourite hedge or tell spooky stories about rickety styles or something, I don't know. And being situated near the M4, Rambleton's in exactly the right place for a flyover.
Yeah, baby.
Ian.
Rambleton works, and it gets all the rambling done in just 1,000 acres. Compare that to Meech's plans, and that's a saving of 3,999,000 acres for us, the proper British public, to build more shopping centres on. And we can, in fact, go back now to the 11 o'clock show's own news pundit, Sir Bernard Ingham. Sir Bernard, what's your position on rambling?
How many more cats must die before
What the
this
fuck is this
practice
Ingham stuff?
Sir Bernard, thank you very much. Now, we all care about what's happening in the world, but only a few of us have the time to really care. And since the deaths of Mother Teresa and Gabby Roslin, our numbers have been in decline.
Fucking hell.
So to help build them up again, we asked Daisy to literally put her heart on her sleeve and go out and become our very own
This'll be good.
dangerously caring angel of delight.
This'll be good.
I particularly wanted her to cuddle a few lepers, but we couldn't find any in Britain. Sorry about that, Daisy. But there are politicians.
What
Here we go.
gilds the Peter Lily?
Sorry, what?
What gilds the Peter Lily?
Ah, what girls the Peter
She's
Lily?
so
I'm
good.
not quite sure how to interpret that question.
Look at that.
Do you think in a way you have to laugh to hide the tears?
Sometimes. Oh yes, sometimes. You know, sometimes, you know, the clown's face
Cries
hides
grease paint tears.
our broken heart.
At the end of a harrowing debate, do you often think, my God, you know, I've shot my load, exhausted?
No, debates are just enormously fun.
You sometimes must just feel like going, ooh.
Well, yes, you do, but I mean, you know, but you just have to carry on.
But do you ever just feel like, you know...
No, but you have to be fairly thick-skinned.
The fact is that politicians have a fairly low level of esteem amongst the public, but I'm encouraged by the fact that journalists have an even lower one.
Oh no, well, you must have danced with the phoenix, mustn't you? Is England land of hope and...
Glory. Yes, I passionately believe it.
What are the major changes facing the Labour Party as we enter the millennium?
I like that.
The parliamentary
Ah,
system does
fuck,
centre
you
around
sleazy
debate.
fuck!
If you don't enjoy
You sleazy bastard, look!
The party as we enter the millennium.
I like that.
the parliamentary
Oh, that's horrible, isn't it?
system does centre around debate, and if you don't enjoy debate, you shouldn't go into parliament.
What should you do?
Oh, go, run a business or something.
And Glenn Hoddle, what's the Jackanory is all hunky-dory?
Why do you speak in riddles? What on earth are you talking about? It's like talking in tongues. I mean, ask me a question in
turned.
English and I'll do my best to
This is turned, isn't it?
reply.
Nice, nice. That was good, that. That was good.
The charming Daisy there. And Daisy, I understood every single word you said. God bless you.
Good.
That's her showing us one way to get a response from the glorious rulers of our land. Here's Simon Michael Simon with another way. See you after
Simon Michael Simon. Oh, fuck.
the break.
You know who that is? Oh, why can't I think of his name? Wrote Friday Night Dinner.
I'm Michael Simon here, and Mr. Norman sent me to Westminster to get the autograph of MP and Member of Parliament Stephen Dorrell. Now, I've got my book, and I'm a bit nervous and tense, and hopefully I'm not going to be sick.
People hated this. Robert Popper. That's Robert Popper. guy's a fucking genius, man, and one of the nicest people. Do you remember AQA? Any questions answered? It was a thing years ago, before like the internet proper. You could text a question to AQA on your phone, and for £1, it would tell you the answer. And I remember telling him about this thing, and he said, "Oh, okay, what's the number? Give it a go." And he asked AQA, "How much does London weigh?" That's a great question. Anyway, everyone hated this character.
So wish me luck.
They were wrong. He would go up to celebrities and get their autographs. Oh, adverts! I cannot be responsible for anyone getting a contact high whilst watching this. That pill you took back in 99, 90, maybe you're coming up on it now. Not my responsibility, sir. So let's see where Simon Michael Simons is.
Yes, I met Stephen Dorrell.
This is great.
I'm sorry, I was sick. I'm sorry.
That's very nice of you. Thank you.
Do you have a tissue, a disused tissue? Please don't tell Mr. Lorimer. I've been sick everywhere. Mr. Lorimer will be livid. That didn't go very well.
I think he lasted about 6-7 episodes, I think. Robert Popper, another, you know, we'll see the credits at the end, see the names of some of the writers, see who was writing this at the time.
And we've just got time to give you the answers to yesterday's quiz on Chris Tarrant, host of Britain's most popular television show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? He's on the front of the Mirror today for giving contestants money for wrong answers. Here we go. The answer to question 1 was £1 million, ladies and gentlemen. The answer to question 2, the average IQ is 17. The answer to question 3 was Lenny Henry, and his catchphrase was, "Okay."
That doesn't count as doing a voice, and you can't do me for it.
And question 4...
Doesn't count as doing a voice. Whoa, no. I was on GB News the other night, apparently, because I joked I don't want reform voters coming to my live show, right? Here's the thing about those guys, right? The right wing are always, you wouldn't, Bernard Manning wouldn't get shown these, that wouldn't get shown. You can't do any jokes about anything because of the wokerati, right? Someone makes a joke about the reform voters, they go fucking mental. They're on GB News going, well, he's banned, this guy who don't even know who he is, has banned reform voters from coming. It's a fucking joke. What do you think I'm going to fucking do? And sorry, can you, without even thinking, what party did you vote for last? Tories? Okay, come in. Without even thinking, can I see your pants? Flag of St. George, get out. It's a joke. But thanks for mentioning it on GB News, because the stables are sold out and I've just booked a night at the Rondo Theatre in Bath, Saturday, February the 8th or February the 7th, I think it is. And I might also be doing a show in Birmingham in November. So thank you very much, GB News, for plugging it.
The answer was, of course, no, it wasn't a cheap publicity stunt to get on the front of the newspapers, but we would have accepted, yes, it was, or indeed any other answer you wish to give.
Slow,
Today's
dry.
winner is a Mr. G. Brown. Congratulations, Mr.
G. Brown.
You win £175,000 and 200 duty-free Rothmans. Well done, sir.
Slow. This is all
now,
right.
the Daily Mail today claims that employers are losing faith in New Labour's flagship jobs programme, the New Deal. Well, we at the 11 o'clock show certainly aren't. We think...
Oh, fuck! We're going to meet the work experience lad, Alex Demetriou.
New Deal is a great idea. It's good for employers and it's good for employers. In fact, we think it's such a good idea that we've got involved ourselves.
I thought this was like season 3 we did this, and I didn't know we did it right at the start of season 2.
And this is absolutely true, I swear to you. We've taken on our very own New Deal boy.
He's
here tonight. Please welcome Dan Demetriou. Let's hear it. Dan, sit down.
Oh, Dan, mate.
Dan, first thing I want to say is, please, Demetriou.
I made that up. That was my joke.
His last name's Demetriou. It sounds a bit like to meet you. Now, you are a real New Deal person, aren't you?
Yes.
That's fantastic. We've got your paperwork, I think, coming up on screen here.
We ripped the piss out of him so much.
Proof. It's all legit. Now, what were you doing before you joined us?
I was satire fair.
Yeah? This is interesting because we think that Dan is now working for us. Dan has the best job at the show. He comes in about 10 o'clock in the morning, makes coffee, then goes out, buys some more coffee for everyone in the office, comes back, makes it, goes out, buys champagne for me and Daisy, comes back and watches us drink it, then sucks our toes. Great job. Finally, Dan, are you enjoying yourself here?
Yeah, it's great fun.
Fantastic. Well, we'll be keeping you informed.
Here's some good news, right? So next year I'm going to bring the 11 o'clock show back. On TV, maybe not so, but certainly as a live tour. I've been speaking to Dan Demetriou. Dan is going to be part of that fucking show. Yes, we may not have got Daisy. Okay, we haven't got Sasha. We got Dan Demetriou.
Of Dan's progress throughout the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Demetriou, the new deal boy. Let's hear it. Here, Dan.
I'm fascinated by that bin at the front.
Oh, Dan.
Yeah.
Sorry. Dan, could you make a couple of cups of tea?
Yeah.
And could you drink them yourself, please, Dan? We have a lot of fun.
Watching this, right? I'm a 25-year-old kid. My head is just above the water here. I look at it now and go, I could do this so differently. So I would do it like this. I'd do it like that. I'd do it so differently. But this kid's great. This fucking kid is great. He's having the time of his life. He's having the time of his life.
Now, like the whole nation, the 11 o'clock show was stunned last night by Michael Howard's shock announcement that he was resigning from the shadow cabinet. Pundits are baffled as to why a man at the heart of William Hague's ace squad should swap the front bench for highly lucrative directorships. Someone who knew the man behind the mask was the talented former Home Secretary's close comrade, Sir Bernard Ingham.
What the fuck is... I like it.
Sir Bernard, how would you describe Michael Howard?
Personally, I never met the man, but he was a great friend.
What conclusions do you draw from this shock announcement?
There is no place in British society for poorly made furniture.
Sir Bernard Ingham there, speaking for us all there, I think. Now, the papers today are full of hello has-been Della Bovey's new boyfriend, Anthony Costanduros.
So Della Bovey is Grant Bovey's ex-wife. Now, was Grant Bovey... Was he the rugby player with Princess Diana? Was he, I think? Catherine Boyle, welcome to the show. We're trying to work out who would Grant... Okay, so this is... Okay, let's here we go.
What's all the fuss about? If you're not sure, here's what the papers ought to say. It's our regular...
All right, hang on. So Grant... Who was Grant Bovey? I've got to Google it. I've tried to put off Googling the whole thing. Grant Bovey... Oh, Grant Bovey, Anthea Turner. Thank you very much.
Feature, what the papers ought to say.
This bit is slow, but here we go.
The Sun tells us this is the dreadlocked toy boy who is the new lover of dumped Della Bovey. And what they meant was...
Remember that woman who used to do the lottery? Well, remember her lover, remember his wife. Right, bear with me. Now, he's left her. She's now seen...
It's basically the conversation we've just had.
Someone else, and guess what? He's got grubby hair.
That's quite a good gag.
The Mail reveals that observers could not help remarking that beneath the matted tresses he was a dead ringer for Della's departed husband, Grant, illustrating their point with a mocked-up photo. What they meant was...
Put any white guy in dreads and he'll look like an arse.
And the Mail goes on. Della has become far more extrovert since falling for him. She wears revealing clothes, recently had her navel pierced and has had a breast enlargement operation.
What they meant was...
Tramp.
True. That's what they mean.
As regular viewers of the channel will already know, Channel 4 is committed to producing programmes that cater for all sections of society. And we take that commitment very seriously indeed.
Gonna get homophobic.
That's why we have invited back the 11 o'clock show's very own voice of youth, Ali G, to give us the young person's perspective on some of the top news issues of our time in his very own inimitable style. Now, it seems every day Sophie Rhys-Jones is appearing in the tabloids with her jugs out. So we sent Ali G to talk to veteran royal watcher James Whittaker to get the lowdown on the high ups.
They would have a few of these in the bag, quite a few in the bag. This is the first one of the new series, right? This is going to be a good one. I don't remember it. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, don't stop.
goes out
That's Andrew Newman, who I was talking about earlier on. That's Andrew Newman.
to the crew up top. That's it.
Wicked, eyes here with...
Now, look how tamely dressed he is, right? Compared to where it went to. They were worried, he was originally called the Youth Wanker, and they were worried that would be seen as too outrageous. And they realised, the team, him and Dan Mazer mainly, realised you could just keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it.
None other than James Whittaker. He is a close friend of all the royals. He is the expert in the country about the royal family and about the monarchy. So he is going to hear and tell us why it is all so important. Do you think there is too much press attention on the royals?
Sometimes, yes, I do think so. I think that
Is he mic'd up?
the pressure on Diana in the last few months, no, actually the last few years of her life, was too much.
Diana is dead, and she became an obsession of the 11 o'clock show.
Do you think it was Saddam Hussein had something to do with her death?
I don't think anybody. I think the only person who had anything to do with the death was the driver, Henri Paul, who was drunk.
But me heard that the Queen wanted to make sure that Saddam was cool in Iraq because they had oil in Iran and they wanted to make sure that there was planes there. Do you not think that is why she died?
Fucking hell!
I don't think her death had anything to do with Iraq or Iran or Saddam Hussein. Or
David Turners is in the chat. I talk about something completely different. I will play that in a bit. I'll play that in a bit. Don't worry.
Anybody at all.
Why was she not being that Pakistani?
Okay. Getting ready.
Well, he wasn't a Pakistani for starters. He's an Egyptian. She fell in love, in lust with him, and she had a summer romance.
Will Carmela ever be queen?
Which is interesting, because we were told she would never be queen.
Carmela?
Carmela.
I think she will.
Do you think that a lot of the objection to Carmela is because she is so minging? So what? So minging, because she is so round. She's so, her face is very ugly. No, that's a cool word. No, we don't want to say that. Not ugly. No, we didn't want to say that. She's rank. She's rank.
Yeah, look, most women in this country will have a hell of a job.
Dodgy.
Well, no, being compared to Diana, who was a very good-looking woman,
she was
very tasty. So you put anybody up against Diana and it's a wee bit of a problem. She's also a very fit woman. She rides well.
She ain't fit, man.
No, this is a woman who understands Prince Charles well. She satisfies
But she looked like
him.
Rod Hull. She does, man. What do you think about Fergie?
I think she's a decent person.
Did they not find pictures of her sucking someone's knob or something?
Right. Now listen, straight away, you know, this act is chef's kiss, and is, you know, I would say the studio stuff is here. I would say my Voxes are up here. Daisy's stuff is probably up here as well. And then Sasha's is up there. It's fucking, it's sublime. And you can see, yeah?
No, they didn't find pictures of that. In fact, I was present at this. You're talking about sucking somebody's toe, or having her toes sucked.
Aye, but they used the word
Johnny
toe.
Bryan.
They used the word toe.
No, I was watched this. Naughty.
All right. Thank you very much, James Whittaker. And it is time that you at home start knowing about the monarchy, start knowing about the Queen, because she is in control of the country. Check it out. Big up yourself, Mr. Whittaker.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Well,
what watch would I be wearing back then? What watch would I be wearing? I don't remember having a watch then.
It's the end of the show. We're on the air for the next 8 weeks. So if you'd like to contact
8 weeks, 8, 16, 24 episodes.
us for any reason, maybe you've got a consumer gripe about fridges. Hang on a minute, that's Watchdog, I think. Anyway, here's our addresses.
The 11 o'clock show, PO Box 30002, London SE1 8WW. And if, like me, you're a bit of a geek, Daisy has our email address.
Yes, in fact, it's the same as our normal address. You just have to write the word email along the bottom of the envelope.
That's funny.
Daisy, Mackenzie, thank you. Good night.
Right, let's see some of the names. Tommy Vance, Robert Popper. Costume, Jason Alp, I remember him, right? Okay.
And the 11 o'clock show is back tomorrow at, you guessed it, 11 o'clock.
Lizzie, Kath Pick, I remember. Daniel Demetriou. Not got writers' names. Writers, Ben Cordell, Peter Holmes, Charlie Skelton. They were in the series. Linda Smith. Wow. Rhys Thomas, yep. Tony Way, Dave Cohen. Researchers. Damon Beasley, of course, went on to do Persuasionists and In-Betweeners. James Bobin directed the Dora the Explorer movie. Nick Martin, wow. Dan Mazer, Peter Fincham, Dominic English. Holy shit. Okay. Well, that was fun, right? So, that was fun. I'm going to show a little clip that David's talking about in a second. So, thank you for that. We're done, really. Why am I doing this? Well, I'm doing a live show. There's one in October the 5th, is it? I don't remember. Sold out at the Stables in Milton Keynes. That's sold out. There's another one booked in for February in the Rondo Theatre in Bath, where first half is going to be a watch-along at 11 o'clock show like that, but with, you know, some more stories and stuff. The second half is going to be an interview with David Turner's interviewing me. I'm not interviewing him, for fuck's sake. So this is kind of a little practice. So I probably will do another one or two of these at some point. I have been digitizing a lot of VHS tapes, right? And today I've been digitizing stuff from live TV, from a show called Stand Up Live, right? That was went out 5 nights a week and was generally shit, right? Let me just I was the compere of a lot of them. I'm just going to show you a few little clips, right? I don't want to. I don't want this to become the thing, but let me just show you. So here we go. This is a young Simon Evans was on one. I'm on Restream now. Don't fucking advertise it. There we go.
There who do not dig back.
I'm pretending to be Finnish, I think.
Language or bad jokes. And hey, you switch off. You go watch Bob's Full House.
That's like
Jobsworths. I actually lived in Brixton until quite recently. Anyone here from Brixton? Obviously not.
So the ladies, I'll be giving out my number later on if you want to take part in my own personal show. Give it up for the last act. He's not very good.
Okay, so there's that. But there was a clip okay, there's a woman called Shelley Fart. I don't want to make it about this, right? That was Simon Evans. He became famous. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Frank Zappa.
There we go. I pretended this is. I would get so fucking stoned and go and do these. I loved it. 25 quid, and they liked me and my mate Justin, so we get a car in as well. 25 quid a pop. Here we go. That's a big audience for Stand Up Live. Here we go.
Thank you. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Stand Up Live. Hey. You don't care, do you? You don't care.
For some reason, I said my name was Tuesday Shuffles that night.
And either way, hello, my name's Gary Bushell. Only joking. My name's Topple. Only joking. Hi, my name's Frank Zappa. Only joking. My name's Tuesday Shuffle.
Oh.
And before we go any further, what? Who spoke? Who spoke? It was you, wasn't it? No way. Come here.
So this is 3 years before the 11 o'clock show.
What's your name?
I'm 23, 22 here.
Stephen. Stand there, Stephen.
Anyway.
Now, as I was saying, got to give the age-old warning. If there's anyone...
Here we go.
Right, have you ever noticed when you put some bread in the toaster, right, and you turn it on, it comes out browner?
Observational comedy.
Weird, isn't it? Weird world we live in. Let's give it up for the second act, please. It's Miss Shelley Fart.
What? Shelley Fart, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I did watch this earlier. For some reason, we weren't allowed to... We used to swear a lot on Stand Up Live. This was an early one, and we weren't allowed to swear. And she says tit, and they had to stop filming it.
I got heckled once by a very cross man. when I was on the stage. I said, "Why are you so angry, mate?" He said, "'Cause it's all the rage." Thank you. My next poem is about when I used to work as a barmaid.
Anyway, the bit that David is referring to this is John Archer. John Archer. Catherine, I don't know if you're still here. Remember we talked about Stevie Knuckles, who
From
worked
up and down the country, men with
who worked at. I look fucking hot here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this entrance. I did not like myself at this age, but I look hot. Look.
That's just plain.
There we go. Stevie Knuckles, who ended up Stephen Morgan, who ended up working at Talk Radio. Anyway, I look hot. This is before Horizon, yeah.
Buenos dias, amigos. And
Fuck, I
welcome
look
to
hot.
Stand Up Live. My name is Iain Lee Van Cleave. If there are any
Lee Van
homeless
Cleave.
watching this who are offended by cursing and bad jokes, they switch off and get out of town. Don't worry, Topless Darts will be on soon.
This is not bad, right?
Tonight's theme, amigos, is the good, the bad, and the ugly. And to celebrate that, we got 3 acts. I don't quite know which one is good, but let's wait and see. Also, for the first time ever, I shall be presenting the show with no shoes or socks. That's how crazy we are. And now, I shall get out my tiny penis out so you can laugh at how small and useless my... Boo, Stevie, boo! Boo! That was out of order. Yeah, that was well...
That's John Archer. We're nearly done, guys.
Therapy has been such a massive part of my last 2 years, a massive part of the reason that I'm able to be a musician again.
John Archer.
Fran, have you ever helped a magician home, which is going to be lovely and charming? It would be the biggest gig.
Stevie Knuckles.
Never mind, my mum got over it. But, Called dog without no legs, quit what you like, fucking won't come to you.
Let's go.
Oh, Irish bloke walked into a doctor's. Doctor said to him, "What can I do for you?" He said, "What can... I've got diarrhea." He said, "Yeah, go and get 10... It's 10 pence a bucket, fuck off." Oh, Irish bloke walked into a doctor's. Doctor said to him, "What can I do for you?" He said, "What can... I've got diarrhea." He said, "Yeah, go and get 10... It's 10 pence a bucket, fuck off." Oh, Irish bloke walked into a doctor's. Doctor said to him, "What can I do for you?" He said, "What can... I've got diarrhea." He said, "Yeah, go and get 10... It's 10 pence a bucket, fuck off." Oh, Irish bloke walked into a doctor's. Doctor said to him, "What can I do for you?" He said, "What can... I've got diarrhea." He said, "Yeah, go and get 10... It's 10 pence a bucket, fuck off." Oh, Irish bloke walked into a doctor's. Doctor said to him, "What can I do for you?" He said, "What can... I've got diarrhea." He said, "Yeah, go and get 10... It's 10 pence a bucket, fuck off." Oh, Irish bloke walked into a doctor's. Doctor said to him, "What can I do for you?" He said, "What can... I've got diarrhea." He said, "Yeah, go and get 10... It's 10 pence a bucket, fuck off." What about the Irish butcher took 8 hours to hang the mincemeat up? What about Jewish child molester?
Okay, I don't know where that's going. David sent me a voice note. Now, David, if this is... I'm really hoping... I was going to ask you to do this. I'm really hoping it's you recreating that moment. So we're going to see. We're going to see. Here we go.
He said I've got diarrhea. I said, yeah, it's 10 pence a bucket, fuck off.
He's like, "How come you ain't been to school for 7 weeks? What can I do for you?" He said, "What can... I've got diarrhea." He said, "Yeah, go and get 10... It's 10 pence a bucket, fuck off."
Right, we're going to fucking deconstruct this line by line. Here we go.
Oh, Irish bloke walked into a doctor's.
Irish bloke walked into a doctor's. Okay.
Doctor said to him, "What can I do for you?"
Doctor says to him, "What can I do for you?" All right, fine. Irish bloke walks into a doctor's. Doctor says, "What can I do for you?"
He said, "What can... I've
He said, "What can..."
got diarrhea." He said, "Yeah." Go
He said, Doctor says, what can I do for you? He says, what can I... Yeah, got diarrhea. Yeah, got diarrhea. I can't do it.
Irish bloke walked into a doctor's. Doctor said to him, what can I do for you? He said, I've got diarrhea. He said, yeah, go and get 10, it's 10 pence a bucket, fuck off.
Go and get 10. Go and get 10. It's 10 pence a bucket. Fuck off. Go and get 10. It's 10 pence a bucket. Fuck off. Don't want to hear his last joke because it...
Would you like a sweetie? Anyway, from me, Steve Cole, good night. Cheers.
And they would flush a toilet chain if they were rubbish.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that was the end. Did you enjoy the show?
No, he's not visionary. It's not deliberate.
Yes. Right, listen, we're going to have a quick vote. We've got to decide who was good, who was bad, and who was ugly. So I'll read out a name, and you shout out what they were.
That's me.
Great Archini. 900. You don't have to be very intelligent to be either.
I'm hot. Let me just tell you guys, I was getting zero fucking action at that point in my life. I was getting zero action at that point in my life.
It seems, judging from this lot we've got here tonight, which is a shame. Let's have a big round of applause for the acts. We saw the great Archini, Stevie Knuckles and Steve Cole. Big round of applause. Good. My name's Iain Lee. I'll see you later. Good night. Thank you. Good night.
And on that, we're done. Oh, we've got to do this one more time. One more fucking time. Who's this prick?
This AI tool will create a stunning ebook direct from your content, whether it's a Microsoft Word document.
Irish bloke walks into a pub with a lump of dog shit in his hand. He said to the manager, look, I nearly stepped in.
Don't get high on your own supply.
Bloke walks into a pub with open the crocodile's mouth. He's got a big baseball bat in his mouth. Didn't I? He said, anybody want to go for 150? Boy, this little boy, yeah? Says like, how come you ain't been to school? Your daddy got burnt. Yeah, very. Boys said no, they don't fuck about in the crematorium. Irish bloke walked into a doctor's. Doctor said to him, what can I do for you? He said, I've got diarrhea. He said, yeah, go and get 10, it's 10 pence a bucket, fuck off.
Go and get 10, it's 10 pence a bucket, fuck off. On that bombshell! Thank you, guys. I really enjoyed that. That was fun. That has shown me that this works, that the show, David, in October is going to be okay. I might do another one just to get back up to speed again. But there's some fun stuff in there. Guys, thank you very much.